Hello, it's me again.
Hello, it's me again. My hair's a mess. Happy Monday. Okay. Oh, your hair's a mess too. She's been laying down. So I wanted to show you guys her little outfit. In her little slippers, the little bunnies. So cute. How cute are they? So this is her little outfit I was waiting for. I gotta fix her hair. Probably wash her hair. Get her ready for her hair is so soft. I mean, this is baby hair. Definite baby hair. So I'm gonna finish her zebra because I'm her zebra lovey. I'm her hair's kind of a mess right now. She was laying on it. Her zebra lovey is gonna match her pacifier, which is like a mustard yellow. This is her pacifier. So I'm making her little zebra lovey the same color. So she had purple and mustard yellow. I got a bunch of eyes from my friend, Amanda Gregory. I don't know if any of you guys heard her. I'll put her Instagram and her Reborns nursery down in the comments. Her nursery name's called Amanda Gregory Handmade. So she makes dolls, but she's been dabbling in like eyes. She's making eyes, resin eyes, and she doesn't make them like all year round. She mainly makes them near the time of the doll shows, like the doll show in North Carolina and Kansas, and she brings them there to sell because she's in Canada. But she made me a bunch because I'm her friend. So I'm going to show you guys all of them. I've been wanting to make eyes for years. Like, I have all the resin and everything. I just have never gotten around to doing it. So maybe I'll try like sometime this next year. So I'm going to show you guys all the eyes. First of all, I'm going to show you the specialty eyes that she made just for me. Where's the other one? There's one more pair. Where is it? I'll find it in a minute. But these are the albino ones. I'll take them out of the package so you guys can see them. So these are the albino, like straight albino eyes. This is her. She has a little butterfly for her nursery. Oh, you guys can't read that. It's blurry. It's probably backwards too. But like I said, I'll put everything up in the comments for you guys. So there's those ones, and I think all of these are blue sclera. She made blue sclera eyes. And these ones, they have they're kind of purplish blue on the outside, and then they have the red pupils. And then I have another pair that's kind of like purplish. So there's those. I thought those would look good on like black babies with. They're hard to see on the camera, and the camera's going blurry. So there you go. That's better. So you can see kind of the purple in there and stuff, purple and pink. Okay, so those are my specialty eyes that she made just for me. She's not making like a lot of. I think she's just making basic eyes for dolls. So here's this is like a brown, kind of a hazel brown. See if it'll focus. Come on, focus you. Doesn't want to focus. Why don't you focus? There we go. Okay. That's 24. These are a dark brown. Focus, focus. Focus, focus. I think it is better if I put my face over here. Okay. They don't look as good on camera as they do in real life. They look really pretty in real life. I had her make like really light blue ones for me. I love these ones. These are my favorite ones. I don't know if you guys can see very well. There we go. Those are really pretty. These ones are really pretty too. I don't know, it's between these two. These are my favorites. Always like blue eyes. Blue eyes. Okay, and then we got some. I like these too. I like all these blues. They're just too pretty. These ones are really pretty too. This is more of a darker blue. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. Sorry, I tilt back because I'm looking through my bifocals. Because to see close up, I have to look down because I'm an old lady. Another pair of dark brown, smaller pair. That's really dark brown. I wish it would focus. There. See, I should have been doing this the whole time. Here, I'm going to show you guys the blues again, since I didn't do very well. Okay, there's these. Can't see a light there, though. I can get the light over here. They're lighter blue than they look in the... And there's these ones. It's because we're backlit instead of front lit. There we go. This is like a dark green. These are really pretty too. You see the... If I turn it, you can see better. There we go. These are really, really dark green. Those are really pretty. They're hard. They're probably not gonna show very much on the camera. They just look dark brown, but they're really, really dark green. They're really pretty. And you see how the whites are blue? That's a blue sclera. And we got one more pair. These are kind of a gray. With a little bit of green in there. Kind of hazily. So those are all my eyes. If you guys are interested in her eyes, probably the best thing to do is, if you're going to the doll shows next year, is to save up some money for them. And also, if she ever has any for sale, she'll put them up on her Instagram probably. I don't think she's going to put them up on her, I think she said she wasn't going to put them up on her Reborns yet, but she's an amazing artist. You guys should check out her dolls. She's a prototype artist. She's kind of dabbling in silicone. She just does everything. She's the one that made all the little clothes for Timber, who I still haven't finished. I feel really bad. I need to put some hair on him. He's hanging up over there. I started rooting Michelle, whatever. And I haven't done any painting since I talked to you guys last. I'll explain all that later, but yeah, I've been having a lot of physical problems and a lot of other kind of problems, so I'll explain that to you guys. I put some eyebrows on my Delilah finally, so I got to go back to rooting her after I finish Mitchell. I'll probably put her up there, back up there. She's a real red, like newborn. So I'm gonna put like a dark hair on her, probably like the same color I put on Ava. So far I have 2 rooted cuddle babies. I need to put the heads on those. I need to make zebras for those too. It's kind of nice to take time to crochet in between reborning. Also, it slows me down because I'll paint, and none of my babies will have hair, and that thing will be filled, so we don't want that. If I do any more painting, I will show you guys. I guess I think I'm just gonna go back in my room and crochet because I just don't feel like painting today. But tomorrow we'll do some painting. and I'm going to show you guys again how I mix up my darker colors for my brown babies. I really love how Ava's skin tone turned out. I love Mitchell's skin tone. It's like an Asian, like Indian skin tone. It's got more red in it. Hers is just more like brown. Like it's the perfect shade of brown. And I love that, her fingers are still kind of pinky and the inside of her hand and everything. I'm just in love with her. She just came out so good. And it's been a long time since I've been really happy with a doll, which also is, I need to slow down. If I slow down, then I do better work. So, I'll be putting up my toddlers soon. I just have to photograph them, and I have to have a day where I feel like doing it. So yeah, we'll go into all that later. So I'll be back. Okay, first of all, I apologize for all the noise. I picked a bad time to film. My aide is vacuuming, and I had to turn on my little heater in here. I had it warmed up in here, but then it got cold again. We're having yucky weather. It's cold, rainy, it's wet, it's windy. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, so I have done on this one, on my Vito, so far I've done, I did a blue layer, I did a blue wash, and then I did a purple wash on him. And that's all I've done on him, aside from one layer of burnt umber light and powders. So, for any of you guys who haven't been watching me for a while, I'm using mainly Pan Pastel powders. I have a video showing how I mix up the Pan Pastels. I probably should not be doing this video right now, but anyway, that's what I feel like doing. So when I come back, we're going to look at details on Ava, and then we're going to end the video. I'm going to come back next week and show you guys the finishing details on these guys and whatever else I'm up to. So I'm going to show you how I mix up my dark layer. On Imani, I have done a blue layer, a yellow layer, and then the burnt umber light. I use burnt umber light for this, not regular burnt umber. It's golden fluid. Sorry, it's a big mess. So that's all I have in here right now. I have that mixed with my satin glazing liquid, and I mix together Wedding Agent. This is just a old bottle. Wedding Agent, tiny bit of Wedding Agent, like about that much. And then the rest is distilled water. So I'm just going to put some more burnt umber light in here. And I'm going to put, oops, I forgot my yellow ochre. Okay. I'm going to put, this is a mess. Okay. I'm going to put one tiny drop of blue. I don't want too much, so like that much. I'm going to put, if I need more, I'll put more in, but I'd rather go slow. I'm going to put a drop of, this is my favorite red, and basically the only red I mainly use. It's Alizarin Crimson Hue. It's golden high flow, but I think they have it in fluid too, but I just have that one. I'm making a mess. Okay, and then a tiny drop of yellow ochre. Same problem with as I did with the blue. Doesn't want to come down. I don't want to end up squirting too much in there. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm gonna put a, I'm push this down in here. I'm going to mix everything together. I can tell already I have too much red. I'll put a little more blue. See how red it looks. Too red. It's better not to put your, that's starting to look good though. I want a nice, like, rich brown color. A little tiny bit more yellow ochre in here. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, that still might be a little too red. I don't want to put too much yellow in there. I kind of like that though. Let's see where we go with this. I'm gonna put some satin glazing liquid in there. I don't measure. It's just something I'm used to. I just put some in there. I'm gonna mix that up. Now I'm gonna put my water and wetting agent in. And this helps me so I don't end up with streaks. Okay, that looks good. Yeah. All right. Need a bigger brush. I need to get some new brushes because my brushes are just, they're old and frayed, and I only use makeup brushes to paint with. So I need some new ones here. I'm just going to use this one because I like that one. These are pretty dry now. Alright. So we'll see how this looks. Okay, these are my pouncing brushes. When I use dark colors, I have to pounce, because if you don't pounce, if you try to paint like the way I do my washes or whatever, you'll just get a bunch of streaks. This dark color is way different than it's way different than like doing a wash, because it'll, like, you basically get like holes and you won't be able to fill them back in. I am going to go over her ears with this, but I won't do it later. Leave her ears the way they are and everything else. I'm going to go over her whole entire face with it, just this first layer. Okay, so this is my wet brush. I'm going to pounce that in. Sorry about the vacuum cleaner noise. I know it's loud. Ask me why I'm filming right now. Crazy. Okay. And this is my dry brush that I pounce everything in with. Okay, I want her to be really dark. Hang on one second. so I want her to be really dark. So I take a brush to go around and get all the like little spots and any kind of hairs or anything, because I end up with lots of dust and stuff because I have to do this a lot with these brushes. And I also cannot wash these brushes because if you wash them, all the junk goes down inside the brush and it will come back out and you'll have way more. I'm going to go around the ears and pounce, but you have to be careful because what is that? Did I put that in yellow? Yes, I did. Shoot. Yeah, I put my brush in the yellow paint that was in there, so I got a couple spots of yellow on top of her head, but it's okay. Need to be more careful. So I'm gonna kind of brush away like the little spots and the little gunky things. So I have to be careful of little bits of lint and stuff like that. But you don't want to rub. This is just like a light, sorry. It's just like a light brushing to get the debris off of it. But yeah, if you wash them, like I said, it would be way worse. Way more debris. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm probably not going to put too much more on the face on this one because I want her face to not be as dark as the rest of her. I'm probably going to go over it a little bit, but I think I like the color. Sometimes if it gets to where, like, I think it's too red, I'll make another mix with the burnt umber and I'll just do the yellow and blue and leave the red out. Or like if it's too blue or if it's too yellow, just leave whatever out. So the name of the game is trying to get, see how there's a little white spot right there? That's what happens when you brush too hard. So I'm just going to leave that, not messing with it. Because if I try to mess with it, try to fix it, it'll just get bigger and bigger. And that's on the side of her head where her hair's going to be, so it doesn't matter. And it'll fill in anyway. Okay, so there we go. Let me twist this so you guys can see better. You see? You can see there's a lot of red, but we'll even that out. And I'll do more. I'm not going to go over her lips anymore with this color or the end of her nose. I might do some like in creases and stuff, but I will leave a lot of her face more fleshy looking. Alright, so I'll be back and I'll show you how I'm doing like next week, how these babies look. I gotta start painting my little Asian cuddle baby who has these same kind of 1/4 limbs. And when I come back, I'm going to show you the details of Ava, and I'm going to get her up for sale this weekend. So I'll be back. Okay, so I got a noose kind of set up. I have an arm over here. Okay, I just hit the thing and it fell. I have a new arm over here. I hit the little thing that holds it in place and it just went sideways. So here we go. So this is my little Ava. I got I did her little zebra, crocheted zebra to match her pacifier. And Maddie put shoe, say shoe on here, which is cabbage, which French people call their children. It's like means cute. Okay, I made her a little hat too. I made pink kind of to match her little cute little bunny slippers. So I washed her hair and styled it, but I'll put her hat on really quick. See, Tito cute with the hat. So let me show you her hair. So again, she has U and Na hair. That's why it's pronounced. It's spelled as J-U. Get this thing out of her hair. J-U-N-A. So there's her swirl. It's the softest hair. It feels like actual baby hair. It's the softest stuff I've used yet. It reminds me of alpaca. So her hair is dark brown because I didn't want to use black, because the last couple times I've used black hair, it's kind of leaked, but that was different hair, so I'll try some of their hair. Got some fuzzies on your face. Let me get a brush. Okay. For any of you doll collectors, this is the best way to clean your doll, is to get a nice fluffy brush and just brush them like that. I'm going to take off her, I'm going to take off her clothes so you guys can see her better. Okay, so I made her like floppy. She's got, most of her weight is in the middle of her, and her arms and legs of course are weighted, and she has a little bit of weight in her head. So you guys can see her veining and the blushing and stuff in her hands. And I love the way her skin tone, there's another vein there. Her skin tone came out really nice. It's a really pretty brown. And you can see her fingers are still kind of pinky. She's got vein there. There's her other hand. Here's her little ear. Here's her other little ear. Let me show you her legs. And here's her feet and her toes. The top of her foot. Got some veining right here. There's her other leg. The vein right here. So that's about it for her. I just love this hair. I'm using this hair from now on. And she is mono rooted. This hair is much easier to mono root than other hairs that I've used. So I'm going to do a photo shoot of her this weekend and put her up for sale. So you guys can watch out for her if you're interested in. If you guys like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe and go get an authentic doll kit like Saskia by Bonnie Brown. Her dress needs to pull down a little bit. And get some paint and hair and all the things you need and make a reborn. Or find an artist who makes only authentic reborns. Stuffing her. And collect, because it's fun. Okay, bye. Here. Oh, bye. Bye.